So this is Fox59. Let me share this with you real quick. All right, it says, this is a Fox59 article. Here is the link for it. Yeah, I can't wait for Thursday. All right, this says, here is the article. It says, Delphi, Indiana. Let me get rid of this. An investigation by the Murder Sheet podcast, certain elements of which have been confirmed by Fox 59, indicates an alleged leak of sensitive crime scene evidence by Richard Allen's defense team that could derail the early 2024 trial of the man accused of unaliving two girls in Delphi nearly 7 years ago. This past Thursday, Special Judge Fran Gohl of Allen County issued a order for a hearing on October 19th, which is Thursday. That's where we'll be going. In her Fort Wayne courtroom suite to discuss the upcoming hearing on October 31st, 2023, and other matters which have recently arisen. Those only matters most likely include the revelation that a handful of Delphi crime scene evidence items have been circulated among the social media community that is focused on the crimes of Abby and Libby near the Monon High Bridge on February 13th, 2017. It was just a year ago that Richard Allen was arrested and charged with the crime. Allen's attorneys, Andrew Baldwin of Franklin and Bradley Rosie of Logansport, first earned the ear of Judge Gohl last December when, just weeks after their appointments, the team released a 3-page press release blasting the case against their client. In response, Judge Gohl issued a gag order on all parties, assuring that Allen's guilt or innocence would be debated in a Carroll County courtroom and not in the media. Then, this past spring, an inadvertent link of discovery evidence popped up on social media, and Allen's attorneys took responsibility for the mistake, resulting in an abomination from the court to more carefully guard the state's discovery documents. September was marked by a flurry of defense filings claiming the state had withheld evidence and misled the original judge in seeking a search warrant for Allen's home while trotting out a theory that cultists could have committed the crime. Those filings drew a sharp rebuke from Carroll County prosecutor Nicholas McClelland, who decried what he referred to as the sensationalistic and unsubstantiated claims. I'm sorry, it's early. Even as investigators were forced to retrace their steps, conduct follow up interviews with sources, and comply with massive discovery demands. Now it appears that over the last month, social media discussions have centered around what would seem to be specific inside knowledge of the defense's team's strategy and evidence, as well as claims that certain crime scene evidence had been acquired, though not published. The Murder Sheet podcasters Kevin Greenlee and Ann Kane reported today and confirmed to Fox 59 that a social media source revealed to them the existence of those evidentiary items on October 5th. That tip led the podcasters to confirm the identities of persons associated with the leaked information. One of those persons identified as reportedly a former professional associate of Baldwin's. What? Now, there was a lot of names in those documents. Oh my gosh, there was a lot of names. A lot of names. A lot of accusations. A lot of names. Yikes. Dangerous. Man, I tell you right now, if this fucks up cases in the future where the defense is not going to get all of the discovery because of something like this? That's dangerous. Because then how do you get a fair trial? Each side should have the same amount of cards in the same amount of card game. It's only fair. If you're trying to be fair. Facebook messages reviewed by Fox59 contained discussions by two other people. A man from Hamilton County who reportedly received the information from the former Baldwin associate, and a Texas man with whom he shared that information. In those messages, Indiana participant writes, "Defense just got girls' phone records, and they are saying there is stuff good for Rick." In another message from earlier this month, the Facebook author writes he is supposed to go to Franklin during the upcoming weekend and that he just wants a fair fight for the defense while blasting the prosecution. That was followed up by a handful of messages from October 5th as the same participant refers to "my guy," and he's going to go be with Andy tonight. He was talking about me going down Saturday. There are also messages where the sender asks the recipient to, quote, "protect me," unquote, in the release of evidentiary items as the two correspondents discuss how to best cover their tracks while referring presumably to an individual involved in the inadvertent leak of defense evidence last spring. Greenlee and Kane told Fox59 that the Texas social media Delphi follower contacted them when he became aware of the explosive and sensitive nature of the leaked information and urged them to contact Indiana State Police investigators so as to not run afoul of the court's gag order, be cited for contempt of court, or be found in possession of illicitly obtained exclusive evidence. Wow. Following a conversation with investigators, the podcaster said that they then deleted the files from their electronic devices and posted a podcast update today detailing their involvement in the acquisition of the leaked information and the identification of the participants, while calling upon the social media community to show restraint and not disseminate the evidence or discuss in detail. We're going to check that out. I want to see what that says. ISP reportedly launched its investigation into the leak early last week, which would have preceded Judge Gold's Thursday morning notice of an upcoming hearing to consider other matters which have recently arisen. Whoa, this is deeper than I thought. I'm going to go back to that in a second, right under the girl and the puppy. Fox59 had learned that an individual named as one of the social media followers involved in the leak passed away unexpectedly this past week after investigators began their inquiry. Fox59 has reached out to Allen's defense team for comment, which likely will not be forthcoming due to the gag order. Legal experts consulted by Fox59 indicate that a leak of this nature, considering earlier orders from the judge, might result in either another warning from the bench or the dismissal of the attorneys and the appointment of a new legal team to represent Allen, and therefore almost certainly lead to a delay in his January 8th, 2024 trial date. Judge Gold is yet to rule on a request from the media for the presence of cameras in the courtroom during Allen's trial, or a motion by his attorneys to dismiss the search warrant that led investigators to the defendant's home last October, where detectives claim they found a weapon that matched the unspent bullet reportedly found at the crime scene. Fox59 has learned that an individual named as one of the social media followers involved in the leak passed away. after investigators began their inquiry? What the fuck? There are also messages where the sender asked the recipient to protect me in the release of evidentiary items as Greenlee and Kane told Fox59 that the Texas social media Delphi follower contacted them when he became aware of the explosive and sensitive nature of the leaked information. Wow. There are also messages where the sender asked the recipient to protect me in the release of evidentiary items as the two correspondents discuss how to best cover their tracks while referring, presumably, to an individual involved in the inadvertent leak. This is crazy. Here's I'm gonna go to that podcast. Shout out Murder Sheet. Uh Whoa. That's some crazy shit.